Jinx, you owe me soda.
Well, you know, I will get you soda when you come visit. There we go. Hello. It's good to see everyone. In theory, my shit is working. Let me just.
Good morning.
Yes. Yay, it's working. Okay. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in, Ray. Welcome on. Congrats on Game First. Welcome on in, Creepa. Welcome on in, Astalith. Welcome on in, Azario. I did, in fact, post some Bluesky. Hell yeah. Look at my goddamn new picture. It looks so fucking good. Ah, I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, I love it. Wait. It's so
it
cute.
fits so well. It fits so well. If you guys haven't checked out Story, please do. She's awesome. She made this picture. It's so cool.
Thank you.
All right. Well, greetings, dear spirits.
And buff now.
Legit, the very first statement I got with this model when I show, or this picture when I show off, was, "Oh my god, he's hot now." It was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
It was beautiful. All right. Greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner, where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're here with my absolutely wonderful and lovely players. If you have not checked them out already, go a little bit above in the chat. You guys are able to see all their different links, because they are amazing people, and I love playing with them. Take your seat at the table and let the threads of destiny unravel before you. Every story has a reader. You should always share your stories. Welcome on in, Ania, Cyril, Gelmar, Dakota, Aldeth, and Sapphire. How you all doing?
Hello.
Hi.
I am doing
on
well.
a few different
Tired, but
medications, so I'm gonna be unpredictable this stream.
Ooh, exciting.
I'm prepared to cry.
Hello, Ozaroth. It's good to see you.
I'm not.
All right. So before we get started, I've been watching and looking at random thingamabobs on YouTube because I can. And I get sent a lot of them on my shorts. And one of the things that YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. But regardless, one of the things that I keep seeing is a little bit of a in character kind of headspace kind of moment thing, a description of sorts, to kind of help the viewers and yourselves get kind of into your character as like introductory moment or whatever. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna play around with that today, kind of see, ow, my arm, kind of see how we're gonna be playing with it. So for all those who don't, who haven't checked out last episode or don't quite remember, we do have a YouTube, which you guys can go check out, called Tables of Tartarus. You guys are able to go look at that and look at all the previous episodes, which is, I believe, 53 previous episodes. I think 154 right now, if I recall correctly, and my recollection is indeed correct. I had to double check. But yes, last episode, you guys decided to go down into the sewers and down into the depths of the enemy's insides. The old god, essentially. We'll call him the old god for right now, but he's a dead god that is dead below the surface. And you guys traveled around a little bit. I don't quite call what you guys were doing inside of the town itself, but you guys were moving around a little bit. Before eventually getting down into the sewers, you guys moved onwards into the little bit forward and started pretty much ripping out a wall with your crowbars and stuff like that, because y'all crazy. And then y'all were able to walk into what appeared to be some kind of labyrinthian. Fucking, yes, labyrinth-like area. On the walls were some kind of blood-like water. Every time y'all would disconnect it from the wall, it turned from this blood substance over into actual water. As you guys were continuing on, you guys could have sworn that you heard some kind of footsteps stepping through puddles behind you, but those puddles didn't exist, and the footsteps didn't either, especially considering you have several members with exceptionally high perception, as well as Cyril, who can actually see anything and everything behind him and away from him. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing behind you in any way, shape, or form. You guys were able to hear voices in your heads, which for Sapphire was about, normal. For the rest of you guys was concerning, to say the least. But again, nothing you guys could tell. It was in a whole bunch of different languages. A whole bunch of different, worlds that was being said. On the walls, you guys had a lot of other languages as well, some dead, some alive. And it basically told you stuff like leave and there was other ones too, the god breathes or some shit like that. It's been a week. Or sorry, it's been two weeks. So I don't quite recall the specifics. So go check those out if you guys want to. But as you guys were heading on forwards, continuing on, you guys were pretty much tracking the, I suppose, the substance of the dead god through both Dakota's eyes and Cyril's, if I recall correctly, and a little bit of Aldous, I think. And as you guys were getting further and further on into the area, you guys found what is essentially a meat cavern, is the best way for me to explain it. All around you guys were about 5-foot diameter pipes that kind of moved around the whole area. It seemed like some kind of metal that was similar to copper, but you weren't 100% sure. There was red mist crawling up from the ground. And that was showing off a little bit of light around the area, as well as bioluminescent moss that has been surrounding most of the walls since you guys came in. I will also say that the direction that you guys had come from, that weird labyrinthian section, appears to have that moss starting to crawl over it, and kind of almost, how like tissue sews itself back together, essentially? That's more or less what this moss appears to be doing to the entrance, very, very slowly. But you guys decided to move on a little bit further as you guys saw a shack off in the distance. Roughly 100 meters or so away from you, I believe was the distance that I said. If it wasn't, that's the retcon. It's about 100 meters away from you guys. And then I would say, I believe I said that there was a lot of other bits and pieces too, including flesh golems, which had no eyes, but it was able to listen and hear around you. And they were attracted to sound. They were always doing the same routine over and over again, but you guys realized very quickly that any sound that would be made, I believe Ania sent Lafari out to see this. And any sound that is made, they immediately wander over to before heading back. It appeared to be some kind of automated system of sorts as flesh golems. As you guys were planning on the route that you were going to take towards the shack, next to you guys was a, I believe it looked like crystallized blood, essentially. Not the black blood, but red, essentially. Some kind of crystalline structure that looked almost like layered blood. And most of your party decided not to touch it. I think Ania was looking over it, trying to see what was going on with it. And then Sapphire had grabbed it. When she had grabbed it, a massive scream pierced the air. It was definitely a psionic scream, so it was in your heads specifically. There was no verbal indication of it. But weirdly enough, it sounded like it was echoing through the cave at the same time. As there was no mouth on the crystal.
I thought it was audible. I didn't know it was.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay. Yeah, it's both. It actually is echoing throughout the cave, but it's also directly in your heads at the same time.
Okay.
So cute.
Yeah, it's a very, very disconcerting feeling and sound and everything like that. So, what we're going to be doing. Hi, Denpa. I appreciate you, darling. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to go probably back through the list. So starting with Sapphire, moving to Aldith, then Dakota, Gelmar, Cyril, and then Nia. Yeah, excuse me. And I'm going to be asking you guys to either give me like a painting a picture with words, or in your character's head mind space, or whatever it is, how your character feels in this exact moment. What is their gut reaction? What is their headspace for this moment right after Sapphire has touched the crystal, knowing that all the it has no mouth but it must scream, exactly. Knowing that all the flesh golems are almost certainly orienting themselves towards you guys. You have the shack some distance away from you. You have the flesh cavern around you. All this fun stuff. So, Sapphire, what is in your character's head right now? What is she thinking? How is she feeling? What's going on with her? If you're available. There you
So you said the scream is like audible, but it's mainly in our heads.
Yes, it is both actually echoing through the cavern, but it's also inside of your skull, it feels.
Okay, then Sapphire's probably not thinking, or rather, she's thinking when's this gonna stop,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Okay. Aldith, how are you feeling? What was in your head?
I'd say she's the first word that's gonna pop into her mind is protect. So she's immediately probably like getting ready to, protect whoever's closest to her, which I think Aldith and Cyril are
Probably.
at the front, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah,
but
you two
yeah, the
were doing your
first
shield thing, and Galmar was way in the back as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, protect is the first thing that comes to mind. She doesn't care about the screaming. She doesn't care about like anything else but protecting the people she's currently with.
Okay. Dakota, how's your character feeling? What's in their head?
I think Dakota's really never been in a situation like this. I don't really know how many tangible thoughts Dakota's having right now. A lot of what Dakota's thinking about is the fact that he knows he doesn't know what's going on. Where does Dakota have any idea where the scream thing from or are coming from?
Yes. You would know that the air quote audible sound of it came from Sapphire touching the crystal.
Okay, is he getting anything from Whiff of the Beyond?
That's undead, I believe.
Okay. I think probably okay, how dark is this area?
Relatively dark. I realize you guys aren't even on the right picture. Relatively dark. I would probably say like dim light, and then there's pockets of red around you, which is the red mist, which is it has its own bioluminescence.
The bowels.
Yeah.
Aha, poop joke.
I would say that the red mist is definitely its own bioluminescence.
Dakota is probably going to, because he tried to find like a wall to lean against, but all the walls are kind of made of flesh here, so he doesn't really want to do that. So he's probably going to try to like stick close to whoever is close to him and just kind of hold tight to his gun and just really just trying to get his bearings right now is what I think he's doing. He doesn't know really what to shoot. And he doesn't know why the rocks are screaming. And he doesn't know what's going on.
All
And
right.
he'd really just like to get out of here.
That's fair. Galmar.
One word, cover. I remember ending the last episode with literally grabbing the nearest person and running for protection, or at least that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbed a Nia and ran for the knee for probably the last area of cover that we passed by on the way here.
Okay. Most of the area that you guys have gone through so far, which is about probably like 50 meters or so, doesn't have a whole lot to it. You guys don't really know where this thing is. There are probably hundreds of paths that you guys have seen so far, either really small crevices that you guys could potentially crawl into, that are in the walls, to like weird, like actual like cavern paths, you know, almost like cave tunnels and stuff. The only place that you've seen that you would say has a concrete, like, this is a place we can go to that you won't get lost, is the shack. You guys could head backwards where you guys came from, but you have no idea how many enemies are there. You guys could head to the shack, but you guys have no idea anything past that. The shack itself appears to be on some kind of dark gray meat, compared to the rest of the area, which is like a pinkish purple, which seems like almost have like blood flowing through it, kind of a thing. You guys have also seen, considering your distance and stuff, there doesn't appear to be any golems specifically on the shack, or on the shack's area. Anywhere that has that weird gray matter does not seem to have any golems on it. At least not that you've seen so far. But your vision is heavily hindered here. So was your character thinking of going forwards or going back? Gelma?
Oh, sorry. As I made the comment, he was going back to the last thing that looks like they could hide behind.
Okay.
Because aren't the golems coming from forward?
They're coming from all around you.
So
From what you guys have been able to hear.
Weren't. Okay, because we weren't in the shack area. That's what Lafari saw.
Yeah, about 100 meters away
came
from
back.
you. Yeah. The golems that you've seen directly so far are within that path of about 100 meters across from you. From what you guys can hear, specifically Ania can hear, because obviously.
I thought I was deaf.
You're hearing the thing in your head, but your actual like audio can still be heard. You're one of the few people who'll be able to separate the two sounds, because that's what you do.
That's my specialty.
That's your specialty. So you specifically, especially compared to everyone else, would be able to hear their walls are moving. Like their sounds in the walls, their sounds in the floors. It sounds like, and there's definitely like running sounds from not quite all around you, but pretty all around you. But Cyril, seeing Gelmar kind of like immediately turning back the way y'all game, what was going on through Cyril's head right now?
We need somewhere to hide. And we need time to do that. That's pretty much what's going through Cyril's head right now.
All right.
So it's impossible for us to hide, like off to the side of the path under the pipe or something like that, right?
You guys could. So far, the sound that they are rushing towards is the rocks next to you. Essentially, is the blood stuff next to you. From what you can tell, there's pipes all around you. There's wall bits you go into. There's a lot of pillars that you guys could potentially hide behind. Kind of like sinew, essentially. And Ania, what's in your character's head right now?
All right. So, other than being slightly miffed at Sapphire for just touching it, even though she knows that's what Sapphire does.
Mhm.
She is trusting Gilmar to get her away. She's currently reeling because she has very sensitive senses.
Mhm.
And she's actually going to switch her stuff over to Lafari. Her intent is to distract them by making an even louder sound and trying to get everything to go away from them. And
Ooh, interesting.
so she's gearing up to do that, but currently she's blind and deaf and relying entirely on Gelmar to move her around.
Alrighty. In that case, I will have. Yeah, let's go with everyone. Give me a perception check. And we'll see what you all see individually. God, that's so pretty. I love being able to see the dice on the screen. Ooh.
Somebody rolled with advantage?
Disadvantage, actually. Why'd you roll disadvantage, guy?
I don't have dark vision.
Oh, that's a good
Oh, that
point.
means I gotta roll with disadvantage. Shit. I forgot that it's
Wait.
dark.
Yeah.
I thought we had
do I have to roll with
items.
disadvantage?
There are the red lights around you, so I won't have you guys roll disadvantage. So Gelmar, click normal in your chat real quick. There you go.
Yeah, I had dark vision prepared. If I had been told it was dark,
ultimate.
I would have gotten that ages ago.
You got is dim light at the moment, but there are pockets of red. I don't know what I should call them. Red mists. We'll go with that. There are pockets of red mist which are effectively illuminating the area around you, and then with the scream as well, the bioluminescent moss is also now flooding the area with light. But for the most part, it's quite dim down here. But at the moment, you guys are not being affected by that. Okay, let's see. 13, 14, 15, 8, 6, 6. Okay. So I will say that Dakota and Sapphire, you both are reeling kind of from the noise echoing through your head, as well as just the general issues of this area. Gelmar, honestly, it's just a little bit difficult for you to focus more than anything else. Your sole focus is trying to get backwards, essentially, and trying to find somewhere to hide. Aldith, Cyril, and Ania.
At least to put something in between the two of us and whatever just made that noise.
Pretty much. So Ania, Lafari, through Lafari's eyes, you can tell these golems seem particularly stupid. They are solely focused on whatever that sound is, and especially with your recognition of patterns and stuff, you can very quickly tell, especially through Lafari's eyes, giving a top-down view of it. They are all rushing towards that one point. They don't seem to have any other focus. In fact, a lot of them are running through the little mounds on the ground, or like the wall, the tissues and stuff. And they're basically slamming into it and like sliding around it or going right through it or whatever. So they don't seem to care that there's stuff in their path, nor do they seem to be able to see stuff in their path. They do seem quite strong though, as they're basically just tearing through these massive sinew pillars. Cyril and Aldith, around you guys can tell that the massive pipes around you do provide some form of cover. The area around you seems to shift to some degree or another. Especially as Aldith specifically looks behind her and she sees like where they used to come back from. It definitely, it's almost identical, but there are some bits and pieces that have changed. The pillars have moved slightly. The paths have changed slightly. The walls seem to have opened up a little bit more, or closed a little bit more. It's very disturbing. Cyril, with your blind sight, you can definitely tell that the ground is moving underneath you to some degree. There are a few spots to hide. There's the pillars, obviously. There's the vein pipes. You guys could run into the walls if you guys wanted to, as they are growing a little bit. Places like that.
Okay. And the big pipe, I'm trying to remember what the area looked like around the big pipe. Is that like set up right against the back wall and there's a space underneath it?
There's about 3 or so feet between the pipe and the wall, and there's probably a good like couple feet from it and the floor.
And there's no openings against that wall.
There are not, no. It's basically the pipe is right alongside the wall, and it's either going up or it's going down. Every now and again, there's a branch of the pipe that goes into the wall, but from where you are standing, you guys could easily go behind the pipe and hide behind there if you guys want to.
Okay, and it looks like the place that we came back from can still be like used.
You
But
guys
it's
could go
changed
back.
slightly?
Yeah. You guys could go back if you want to. It has changed slightly. You're not entirely sure how much, but you guys could go backwards if you want to. Although you guys can't see very far in there, so...
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take and I'm going to disconnect the spear from the shield,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just call out to the rest of the party. Gilmar, Aldith, the pipe, and just start herding everybody underneath the pipe for cover.
Okay.
Because it's off to the side, and we can get away from the like steam whistle coming off of this this crystal that was very upset that it was touched. There was no consent.
Oh, yeah. The crystal does appear to be cracking as well. It doesn't appear to be breaking yet, but it does have, like, massive cracks leading through it.
Does anyone have mending?
No, that's the one thing we don't got.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Shit.
Unless you think beating it
mending.
with a hammer is going to mend it.
No.
Let's
no,
just break it some more. Let's get some. But, I'm assuming you all follow Cyril?
If I can hear him, sure.
Oh yeah, he's like maybe less than
And-
10 feet from you.
Can I have Lafari do an action at this time, or should I wait a little bit longer?
You can do an action. Hi, Pluto.
So Ania is essentially going to tell Lafari to do, and she's going to present this as a fun game.
Mhm.
And she's going to say, out scream the scream, run as far as you can, and smack another crystal.
Oh my god.
How many crystals are there around Lafari?
So
Well,
around you guys, you don't see many.
No, around Lafari.
Oh, Lafari is probably what, 30, 40
Lafari
feet
came
away from you guys?
back, I think.
Yeah, so far as like 30, 40 feet away from
Ania
you.
would...
Hmm?
And she does want to instruct Lafari to go away from the shack. So
Okay.
away from the shack, back the way they came,
Mhm.
out scream the scream, and hit a crystal.
Okay. As
Like, once you get
Lafari
far.
as Lafari is moving through Lafari's eyes, you do see as she goes backwards, you do see a lot of crystals starting to pop up. It's not as many as you would think. Like, it's not like in the tens. There's maybe like 7 or 8 that Lafari passed by, but it's a lot considering. But she like fucking, like, you can feel the twinkle in her eye as she just like starts barely, screaming, just like yelling, just absolutely screaming. It echoes down the hall, like the whole cavern. And you do see all of the golems like turn on like a dime and just start absolutely barreling down towards towards her. You also do see, as Lafari looks behind her, there's about 40 of them now chasing Lafari.
Oh, God.
And as Lafari looks forwards again, there's another like 20 or 30 that they are like flying overhead as they're screaming. And they start like just like rushing up to like one of the crystals and just punching it. And you guys once again hear that ungodly screech go through the air and in your heads. And they do this about 2 or 3 more times.
Oh no.
like just bouncing between like a pinball is so many levels of unpleasant as the screams echo through the cavern. And the golems seem to like split off as they start moving between the different the crystals, as the Fari then stops screaming and flies back towards all of you, as the golems are quite a distance away now. Oh, thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
All right, well,
Ania is just gonna sit with Gomer. She's out of it.
oh
So
yeah,
we're
no, her head
hunkered-
be hurting.
We're hunkered down, and there is more of these screams going off in the distance.
Oh yeah.
And do we actually have any idea if the golems are still en route to us? Like, can we hear the sound of their footsteps?
Currently you cannot. They are a distance enough away that you cannot hear their footsteps. Aside from just the collective group slapping of the ground from their footsteps hitting it. From what Lafari can see at the very least, none of the golems are around you guys anymore. So Nia can't relate that to you.
Ania is going to, she's still sort of deaf and blind. She has her hands over her ears. She's still going through Lafari, and she's going to say, I distracted, or Lafari distracted some of them. I think we need to get to that shack. None of them were around it, but we need to get there without alerting more of them. Or bringing them to us, or just get our way through whatever's left.
Right. Okay, Aldith, you take the front. Gelmar, quick. Gelmar, you're in the middle. You're in between all of us. I'll take the rear. Sapphire, Dakota, the two of you flank Gelmar. Because I'm assuming that Gelmar currently has a Nia in like a carry, like a piggyback.
Probably something like that, yeah.
All right.
Over her shoulder was my thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Run.
I wonder how loud a rattle is.
Not louder than the crystals.
Valid.
Those things loud.
The crystals are so loud that it negates the disadvantage to stealth.
Pretty much, yeah.
You ever hear a train horn go off like 10 feet away?
It is.
I have
brutal.
literally fallen over right next to a foghorn, dude.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Okay, so you know from experience how loud this is.
Yes.
Oh, that makes my head hurt just thinking about it. But yeah, so you guys do make your way towards the shack. Yeah, even though your party is not wearing the quietest of armors, but is completely drowned out by all the sound around you. Pretty much all of you guys are starting to get like small headaches as well, just because the screaming is bouncing in your head. As you guys are moving onwards, and you guys go from the weird purplish bluish kind of floor over to like the dark gray, the moment that you guys step onto it, the screaming muffles completely in your head. It just kind of dies out. And you guys can vaguely hear the sounds of it echoing through the cavern, but in your head, it dies down, basically.
Instantly comes to a stop. Something about this isn't right.
I just push him with the shield. Don't stop! What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Just
Fly, you
fucking
fool.
go, fuck. I love that. I love that so much. All right. I could see it in my brain. I love it. So, God, it just barrels into like, but yeah. So you guys step onto the dark gray matter, and that's the screaming, the psionic screaming, just kind of dies out from you. Sapphire, Bill disappears the moment that you step onto the gray matter as well. He's been kind of like around you most of the time, but as you step onto the gray matter, he's just gone. You can still feel some connection, I would say, but it's extremely muffled, would be the best example that I can give there. The shack itself appears to be some kind of wood. Not quite sure what kind. None of you guys quite recognize it, but it's definitely some kind of wood. Ania, do you come back to your body at this point, or are you still going to be sitting in Lafari's eyes?
If Lafari also enters and I can tell things have quieted down, she is going to switch back to her body and like sort of peer around a little cautiously, has a headache, not sure what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, Lafari will have come back and yeah. So you would definitely see this wood as well. It's not wood that you recognize. It's something, but you can't quite place it. There is, I would probably say there's a small ladder that leads up to it, so it's kind of like maybe 10 feet off the ground or so. And then a small ladder leads up into the main area for it. It's probably around 30 some feet of this dark gray matter, where there's just nothing around it, essentially. And then the shack sits right in the middle, about 10 feet or so up. So Cyril, you actually are almost tall enough to reach you are tall enough to reach the landing pad with one of your hands. Just from standing.
To get up to the shed?
You technically wouldn't need the ladder. You could literally,
It's one of those.
yeah, you could muscle up your way onto the landing pad if you wanted to, because you are almost the same height.
Yeah, I think that's what I do.
All right. Everyone else has to take the ladder. You guys just see fucking Cyril yeet himself up and over. You guys do hear the landing, the balcony spot, I suppose, creak under Cyril's weight, but it seems to be holding at the moment. All right. You all make your way into the shack.
Assuming the door's unlocked, yes.
Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, it is. As you guys enter this weird shack of sorts, it feels, I wouldn't say homey. It doesn't feel homey, but it does feel, what would you say?
Lived in?
Yeah. But it's also incredibly disturbing. As you guys walk in specific, the outside of this is almost like bleached wood, right? It's like white-ish. It's like very disturbing. You guys can feel like odd texture as you guys touch the wall, or Cyril touching the balcony and stuff. As you guys walk in, though, it changes almost entirely. The walls, made of wood, are almost completely soaked in dried blood all around you. It's a mixture of the black blood and red blood as well. There are notes pinned to these boards. There are tools which are shaped for all kinds of things, from harvesting blood to dust extraction to needles and knives and all kinds of weird stuff. There's also a lantern that is filled with some kind of liquid. It appears to be black, but you're not 100% sure. It's just on the table, essentially. That's just kind of like off to the side. As you guys are looking around and stuff, you would see definitely a Nia for sure. Old formulas for dust production, based on her knowledge of the previous formula that she got. This is definitely older. This is less refined. This is kind of worse. Methods to concentrate this blood into something usable. Weird failed experiments. There are notes that refer to the refinery, which you would probably take to infer that this is not where the refinery is, obviously. It's somewhere, but you're not sure. There are a few ones that mention stuff like transport shipments to Shar Shadow to continue the refinement process. And the mines down here are perfect for extraction, but are terrible for refinement. For some reason, the blood just doesn't refine properly down here. It has some kind of connection to the god until they take it out of the area, so it stays weird. But you guys also do see a single piece of paper that is signed. Oh, hello. Proficiency bonus rated. Yeah, that's the signature, guys, is us being rated. But the parchment is signed T what was this? Yeah. Oh, hello, welcome on in. T has approved second sample shipment. Hello, welcome. Look at that art. Yes, this art was all made by Dakota, by the by. But welcome on in, everyone. It's good to see you. Well, almost all the art was made by Dakota. My character was made by Ania, and Gelmar was made by Gelmar. But welcome in, Raiders. It's good to see you. A portal's opened and new spirits now echo through the halls. Welcome on, travelers, and thank you so much for the raid proficiency bonus. I'm assuming you were also doing some D&D? Let me see. Yes, you were doing some D&D. Let me know about your campaign in the chat there. Oh, I appreciate you guys. I think that means we're 1 away from 500 now, if I recall correctly. Hold on just one moment. Let me double check my words. Yes, we are 1 away from 500 followers, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. It's good to see everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm very glad you chose me for your raid tonight proficiency. Is always lovely to have somebody raid us, and you only get 1 per stream, so I always like to make time for folks who've raided me. Please be sure to get yourself some food, some water, some rest. Streaming can be a struggle, and your well-being always comes first. You are more than welcome to raid and run if you need to, but if you like to raid and stay, let me know how your D&D went. Were you the player? Were you the DM? We're doing a sister campaign at the moment. I do 2 campaigns, 1 on Fridays and 1 on Saturdays, which I'm also making books based off of. We do them at 6 p.m. PST every week, with the exception of this week, as one of my players, where we have a few things changing for tomorrow's session. So we're going to be doing that next week, but we won't be keeping this one as steady as possible, considering, you know, the holidays and stuff. But for those just arriving, hello, I am Sinspeaks, a friendly interdimensional librarian. I have a lovely crew with me right now. If you guys have not checked out my crew before, absolutely go check them out. They are wonderful. They are amazing. They do a lot of art. They do a lot of other stuff. They do a lot of campaign stuff. They are wonderful people. I love them. So absolutely go check them out. This Cozy Corner on the internet is Purgatory Corner, a place where stories never end and every visitor adds a new book to your shelves, which you can do through your daily check-ins. It's always good to see people coming on back. Here we explore a wide variety of games, from A Plague Tale, Deltarune, Dark Souls, Doom, Monster Hunter, Halo, Golf with Your Friends, Phasmophobia, Celeste, Peak, Hollow Knight, anything and everything you can imagine. I'm probably going to play them, with the exception of RTS games. I'm also stepping into narration. Many have told me that my voice is very soothing, even when chaotic. Perhaps you'll feel the same. You're more than welcome to stay and find out. So welcome to our library, where every story belongs somewhere, and this might just be where your next chapter begins. You were a Gothic lore bard in your campaign. That's kind of cool. Found dialer and below. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys for being here. We'll respond to questions inside the chat, as I want to not break up the flow any more than I already have. But we're in a semi-serious moment where the players are inside of basically more or less an elder god's insides and are finding information about a shadow organization of sorts that is currently running a dust, which is a drug production within my world. Sorry for the interruption. Have fun. No worries. I appreciate you guys for rating us. I appreciate you guys for being here. And we are on a road to 500 before the end of the year. So if you guys want to follow, I would absolutely love it and appreciate it. I will be doing a giveaway on the 31st, on the end of the year, to celebrate hitting 500. So absolutely pop on for that, buy for that one too. But anyways, yes. So while inside of the shack, while you guys are looking around, you guys do see the parchment that has labeled TV approved second sample shipment. You got
TV, you said?
T.V. Yes.
Oh, new letter.
Like a television or
Like a television.
Yes, the television has approved.
That totally exists in this world, by the way.
100%. Galmar
Shit,
lifting
the bad guy is Box.
lifting off the lid of the lantern. It smells foul. It smells like rot, basically. Although it's definitely swishing like liquid.
Immediately seals it closed, slides it closer to the wall.
Cyril, you will notice, almost drawn to, the very center of the shack, which again is just splattered with blood everywhere. The very center of this shack, on what appears to be almost like a mound of, I don't know what to call it, meat, sinew, tissue, something or another. Might have been wood one time or another.
Flesh.
But on the top of it sits a box. This box is entirely made out of bone. Have a good night, Mystic. But you do feel almost drawn to it.
How big is the box?
Let's see. You could
Like
probably put
music
your
box
fist inside.
size? See, now that I know that red crystal blow up and scream, concerned.
Mhm.
It's not on some kind of pedestal or anything like that. This isn't some like Indiana Jones type of looking thing.
It doesn't
Sure
look
feels
like
Indiana
it's
Jones.
yeah, it doesn't look like an Indiana Jones moment. It does look like it's on something, like this weird flesh pillar of sorts. But looks more like it was there and it was placed on there more than anything else, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Convenient table.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if you run a place made out of flesh and you know how to craft it, right?
Yeah, you might as well.
This is definitely the flesh carpenter's plywood shed that we're in.
Mm.
But
Does
I'm
this place
drawn
have-
to it.
What was that, Neil?
Does this place have windows?
Kind of. It has like boarded up holes that you can see like around the boards and stuff.
Why are they boarded?
It's a good question.
For a second there, I thought you were going to tell me they were the lenses of giant eyes or some shit.
Maybe that's why they're boarded. Nia's going to be looking out the windows while everyone's
Mhm.
around. She's basically just looking to see if the pipes lead here or where the extraction point could be from here. You don't have to get to me right away, though. She's just looking for now.
Yeah, you're good.
You know what? I'm actually going to wave Sapphire.
Okay. Mhm.
I'm going to point to the box. I feel like this is wrapped somehow. This feels I'm concerned. The last thing we touched blew up and screamed.
So you want me to touch this?
No, no.
That's exactly why you brought her over, don't lie.
It's like, I see. You want me to touch this one
I
too?
want to see if she can like. I want to know. I
Uh-huh.
want to. Can you? Is there a way you could like gently see if there's some form of trap?
That requires touching it. You said you didn't want me to touch it.
That's true. That is true.
So I'm gonna touch it.
No. And I'm gonna call for Dakota now because I know Ania's busy. Dakota, can you check this for like magic?
Dakota's just gonna shoot it. Let me touch it.
No.
I'm not gonna shoot it.
So I just got to cox it anyway.
I'm just gonna talk to it.
Just in case it bats. Well, they'll look it over, with the beyond, some such.
Mhm.
I don't think I have the magic. I have detect poison and disease, but that's definitely the same thing. But yeah, I'll
None of
check
us
it
have
over, test
detect magic, do we?
I do, but it's not prepared.
Let me
So
see if mine's prepared.
you could tell within 30 feet of you.
It is. I do have it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I can read all writing. That's pretty good.
You can read all writing. You can see some kind, well, I would say using it with Beyond, you can tell the box is not celestial, elemental, fiend, fey, or undead, or a monstrosity. And though you cannot tell anything within the box.
I'll to relay that to Cyril.
Okay.
Well, we know it's not alive, at least.
So can I open it?
No. I think if anyone's going to open the box, and I'm definitely saying this out loud.
Mhm.
If anyone's going to open the box, it's going to be me. And I'm gonna get real close. Everybody just back up.
I just imagine just as Cyril was about to say that, Gelmar's already holding the crowbar at the sapphire.
Break it.
Sapphire takes a step back but leans forward.
Is the box
Funny story,
Does the
Sid.
box just like flip open? Or
No.
Is this thing
It essentially looks like it's semi-sealed. As you get closer to it, you can tell it is sealed with flesh. To open the top, you would have to break the sinew seal. The sinew seal.
So gross.
I'm gonna use the blade of my spear and cut it open.
Before he does that, is anyone else responding to this?
Ania's distracted and doesn't assume they're immediately trying to open a Pandora box. So they are unsupervised right now, from her perspective.
The adults are going to have a problem.
Right? Like I know, and the thing is, like I know Ania's busy. I don't want to pull her away from what she's busy.
All right. Is anyone else wanting to interfere with him opening Pandora's box?
Nah, Sapphire's just gonna cheer him on.
I just backed away to a reasonable distance, kept my gun on me just in case.
Fair enough.
Aldith is pushing forward ahead instead of backing away.
Gelmar just holding his position, just staring.
Fair enough. It gets very quiet.
Before I open it,
Huh?
look around. Okay, everyone. Just get ready to attack, just in case there's something in here.
Open it. Open it.
On standby, sir.
And I'm gonna just carefully lift the lid open.
As you start to open it, it gets very quiet, aside from Sapphire chanting "open," and Ania, you can hear it get quieter in the room.
Ania looks over with the perception of a mother knowing that her children are too quiet.
And Dad is the worst person to be here.
you just see Cyril like kind of hunched over this bone box and slowly opening as everyone just like stares. As Cyril does so, he opens it all the way, and inside Cyril, any mortal would recognize this immediately without any doubt in the entire universe. This is 100% the item that you were sent here by Grimly to find. The strips of muscle holding the bone plates together pull apart with a sickening rip, and the lid comes free in Cyril's hands. Inside, resting in a shallow crater of rib bone, is a fist-sized crystal, deep red, honeycombed with fractures, pulsating with a faint, rhythmic glow. The moment that the air touches it, the crystal beats. Once, twice, a third time. Violently. A tremor rips through the shack's floor. A bioluminescent moss around you guys blinks out like extinguished candles. The red mist thickens and spirals upwards in choking quantities around the what appears to be dead floor. Not inside of the shack, but instead outside. And then the scream begins. That quiet, that dull screaming down at the base of your psyche while you were standing upon this land. It gets so much worse than it was when you were standing off of it. It gets so unbelievably loud as Ania can turn around and she can look down the area around you guys. She can see those crystals explode violently, and she can hear it as it goes down the halls. The popping of these weird crystallized blood things. She can hear it, and then it gets louder, and it increases in quantity as not just tens of these things explode around you or within hearing range. Hundreds of them explode. Each one shrieks like glass sliding over metal. A chorus of Razorblades' psychic agony that cuts through your head. The floor below you starts to shift and starts to rumble. And you guys can now hear it as the screaming starts to die down just a little bit. Footsteps. Hundreds and hundreds of footsteps. How do you guys respond to this?
The crystal is quiet itself, though, right?
Yeah, the crystal is now throbbing with your heartbeat, Cyril. It's in the same rhythm as yours.
Okay. I have another question. Is my back to everyone?
Yes. Ania's slightly to your left.
Ania can see, maybe?
She would be able to see you. What's up?
Well, she'd be able to see me, but like,
Uh-huh.
what's in the box?
She would not be able to see what's in the box. No, you are too tall.
I'm going to try to quietly pull what's in the box out of it and put it in the one of the pockets on the inside of my poncho.
Interesting. Okay. As you grab the crystal, you can feel it beating in your hand. It is quite possibly one of the most unpleasant experiences you have ever personally felt in your life. In the last 200 years, this sends shivers down your spine the moment you're holding it.
this is. I'm just gonna stuff it. And I'm basically trying to hide from the party that anything was even there in the first place.
Do I see
So
him trying to hide something in his poncho?
roll
Do I
me
see what- do
a
I see what
stealth check,
happened?
Cyril.
I was gonna say this entire situation put off so much response. I think all of us would be shocked to hear that the box was empty.
It was almost a
At
19.
best.
Dakota was staring very intently. Did he see it?
It would be really hard to miss Cyril trying to pocket whatever is inside of this thing. Especially with the ground shaking under you and everything else the moment he opened it. Y'all's focus would be like dead set on him. Especially considering he stabbed you at one point.
Dakota, Cyril's just like trying to pocket it, like really stealthy, like, and Dakota's just like, what was in it? Is it evil? What's going
You
on?
know what? The
Sir?
funniest
What did you
thing-
just do?
You know what?
Mhm.
It's fucking empty. And I just snap it shut. We need to
Fucking
go.
right.
Sit down.
It's
I don't know
fucking
how the
empty.
rest of you feel what's going on.
So
Listen,
Ania definitely saw it, right?
Oh,
I don't know if the rest of you
100%.
know
If-
I don't know if the rest of you hear what's going on right now, but we need to fucking go right now.
So-
Alright.
You would so
ahead.
Ania would be able to not only have seen it, but even if she didn't see it, she would be able to call his bullshit in like a fucking dime.
I mean, I can roll
Ania-
for perception as
Okay, go
well,
ahead.
but
Your guys'
I think
passive
with the-
would I even
passive.
need to?
I think
No.
with
Fair
a
enough.
solid 6 on the dice and no modifiers, you don't need.
Yeah. You guys can all tell either A, he's lying, or B, he pocketed something, or B, most likely both. It's fucking
Ania's
empty.
gonna walk up to Cyril and she's just gonna full on swing her staff to hit the back of Cyril's helmet. And
Wow.
she's
Because I have
gonna
blind sight, I'm actually gonna dodge this one.
that's fine. And
Did you
she's not
grab what was on the desk? We really need to get going.
there was something there. I'm not letting you get away with lying again, but we do need to go. I don't know where we need to go, but we do need to go.
Well, whoever it is that set up this location, I can promise they, as well as probably everyone else who's hiding down here, knows we're around.
They know someone's around.
Your
Uh,
point stands, but I believe equally so so does mine.
Mhm.
Is there a back door to this house? To this shack?
Technically, no. I mean, the windows kind of count. It's pretty much just that front entrance, and then like there's ladders on both sides. But honestly, it's a 10-foot drop. You can just hang yourself off the ledge and drop. It wouldn't be that
Well,
hard.
what I'm trying to figure out, and I probably should have asked for a perception check on this earlier.
Mhm.
Is there any other way out other than the way we just came?
Not really. Since it's in the middle of
We do have that teleportation thing.
you guys do have the teleportation slab, but I don't believe it's fully charged.
I don't think so
No.
either.
Not till the end of this month. Basically, when we go to the when we're leaving to go to the Elven Kingdom, it'll be recharged.
Mm-hmm. There's
Well, darn.
Yeah, there's pretty much just the way you guys came in. The shack itself is in basically the middle of the cavern. So it's like you guys can see more or less a 360 degree around you, which is not sounding good, by the way.
Are there any openings leading deeper in?
Oh yeah, 100%. The if you guys are looking at the entrance, to your left is where you came from. To your right is pretty much just a massive tunnel that just like it takes a sharp dive downwards, probably like a a 20 degree slope or so. That's a path for sure. As where so Ania, to your question earlier, because I had to respond to it, there are probably about 30 or more pipes leading in that direction, and you can tell from the liquid flow that they are leading down that way.
Okay, so we either try to go back the way we came or we go deeper in.
Mhm.
Okay, and I got two more questions. One,
Mhm.
can Ania grab the papers and put them in her bag of holding?
Oh, very easily. Yeah.
It's nice. Okay, I got papers now.
Yeah.
Two, is the muffle zone around us still in place or has it evaporated?
It's died. 100%.
Okay, it's totally gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So
What about that
Ania's got
lantern? Did we grab that?
What about the what?
The
The
lantern.
lantern full of ichor? Did we grab that?
It's just on the table.
Galmar opened the lid, sniffed it, decided it probably isn't something he wants to mess with, and just slid it back on the table.
So, I don't mean to interrupt, but while Ania's like stuffing papers into her bag of holding, I'm going to tap her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That is evidence. We need that.
What, with the papers or the lantern?
Both.
Well, I'm not going to hold the lantern. Who wants to hold the lantern?
I'll hold
Also,
You're already holding the cursed whatever object.
and
I have no idea what you're talking about. I grabbed it.
You're a bad liar.
And she's going to turn to the others at large, and she's going to like point towards the exit of the shack, and she's going to say,
Either we try to leave or we go deeper in. If we don't go deeper in, we won't be able to do what we came here for. So it's up to everyone here. I'll go with whatever you guys decide.
I vote
Galmar
deeper.
just like stares over at the door. Do you think this would make a passable battering ram?
The door?
Like
He
shield.
nods.
That's kind of
He
flimsy,
nods,
though.
and you can just see him holding up the axe, pointing towards the hinges.
Okay. Well,
Seems stable enough.
yeah, so like how stable does this door look? Because this is a shack.
Mm-hmm. The door, so all the wood around you almost looks petrified. So it's pretty solid. I mean, it's covered in blood and other ichors, but it's pretty solid from what you guys felt when you were opening it.
So it doesn't need any like reinforcement or anything.
Probably
I mean, if it's
not.
petrified wood, it's basically stone.
Yeah.
Right. I'd say yes. Let's do that.
All right.
I'll help him.
Mhm.
I'll help him, and while I'm helping him, I'm just gonna call out, "My vote is deeper in," and we're gonna help him like pry this thing off its fucking hinges.
I mean, I could probably just try and break the hinges too. I've got a really heavy great axe.
Yeah.
Actually, as a blacksmith, you might be able
That's
to
fair,
look at the hinges and just pull them apart.
Because they're basically nails.
You know, like full. What was it?
Yeah, screw it. Let's use the crowbar.
All right.
The crowbar would be perfect for something like this.
Yeah. It'll take you like maybe 15 seconds to pull those things off.
I mean,
stabilize
the
them.
primary point that I'm getting at here is just like, just wear her like just put it on the front of the arm and then just charge like a football player.
Right.
Dakota, all this Sapphire. What's your guys' response to deeper in or head back?
I mean, like, the earth was shaking earlier. I just heard screams. I don't know what's going on. The walls are made of meat. This is not what I expected from this mission. Heading back sounds pretty good.
It's fair. Aldo?
Ania points at Aldith.
She's like,
The mission all did.
she looks like really serious. She's like very determined. And she's gonna be like, we need to go deeper. There's no possibility of us going back now. I don't think it's a good idea. I think we need to go deeper. We have a mission and we need to complete it.
Sapphire.
Nia points to Sapphire.
I say deeper.
No.
And Ania nods and goes, Gelmar, did you have one?
Preferably, I'd like to see this job done to its conclusion. Even if what we've done, no doubt, is going to attract some level of attention, especially if we end up bringing the evidence back up to the surface.
I would hope he
We
wants
need
to, and otherwise this is a weird souvenir.
I just mean, at the end of the day, we probably want to make certain that whatever is going on down here doesn't have the capability of becoming worse
You
than
don't
it
need to
already has.
You don't need to explain. We have to go. You're voting to go. Okay, we're going.
Let me see how dangerous this will get. If it will roll. Hello. There we go. All right. Not 100% horrifyingly dangerous. Let's do this shit. All right. So you managed to you managed to essentially rip the fucking door off of its hinges, which is not particularly difficult to do with the crowbar. And you are able to essentially like really quickly fashion like a very simple grip onto the door through the handle and stuff. So you can totally use it as a shield / battering ram. As you guys all exit out onto the porch area, you guys can see all around you. There are hold on. Okay, another 7. There are, arguably speaking, around 30 of these golems that are currently rushing at the shack and are slamming themselves into it with vicious force. And Nia, roll me perception.
Okie
Ooh, very nice.
dokie.
You can tell, as you're walking out here, specifically since you've been using Lefari, you've been watching them so closely and stuff, you can tell they're all looking at you. Not you specifically,
Wait.
your party. Even with
Wait.
the eyeless faces, they're all looking at your party as they are rushing towards the shack.
Nia is going to say,
They can sense the item.
What item?
Oh, are you
I'm
keeping
gonna
this
grab
up?
I'm gonna grab one of the hinges. I have an idea. And so I'm gonna kind of try something here. Can I put a thunderous smite into an object and then throw it?
Yeah, I don't see
and
why
have
not.
the smite go off?
I don't see why not.
Thunder grenade.
All right, so I'm gonna take one of the hinges
Mhm.
and I'm going to pump like just a first level thunderous smite, and I am going to hook this thing as hard as I can
Mhm.
towards the other tunnel that we
That you came from?
came in from.
Okay.
And my intent, because when it goes off impact, it creates an audible boom
Mhm.
that's up to 300 feet away.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping that it's loud enough that it heals a bunch of them off of us and towards towards that tunnel.
All right.
And it makes it a little bit easier for us to make our way the other direction.
Yeah, as you throw it and it hits the ground, you do see several of them like turn. It's only for like a very short like couple seconds maybe, where like a lot of the crowd beneath you kind of like turns and looks at it. So you guys do have just a few moments of to navigate past them, I suppose. And a few moments of time to be able to push through. So how would you guys like to deal with this? They are less towards the towards your right than there are back the way you came. It seems like a majority of the ghouls are coming from the cave that you came from.
Please tell me they're not actually statted as ghouls.
Yeah, I think we could do without paralyzing touch or whatever that's called.
Especially 30 some odd chances.
Yeah, there are, arguably speaking, like 3 or 4 of them down to your right. Given your guys' level, effectively speaking, you guys will kill anything that you hit. Large enough amount, though, will overwhelm you 100%. But you guys will essentially be able to just, like, barrel your way through, depending on how you do this. So I'm very curious.
Alright, how many of them below us?
If you guys want to go in a little bit deeper, there's probably about 5 or 6 of them actively below you, which Galmar could probably squish. There are like another 10 who are currently trying to swarm from the outside edges. It's about 30 feet to either wall, to your left and your right. So there's a good chunk of time at the moment to get through.
I'm gonna just sort of like point. I'm gonna look at Galmar and I'm gonna point down at them, and then I'm gonna point to where we gotta go and look to the rest of the party and just sort of like make that motion that we need to go now. I don't know how much time I've bought us. I just know I've bought us like a moment.
All right.
Ania is going to stay near Cyril, like at Cyril's side, and she's going to use Druidcraft to make. Can I use Druidcraft to make a sound of fleeing footsteps?
Interesting. Let me look at it real quick. Tiny harmless sensory effect. About a 5-foot cube. You would be able to make that, yeah. Instantaneous harmless sensory effect. It wouldn't be super loud though, but you would be able to make it.
She does do that in the direction back the way they came.
Okay. And the rest of you?
I'm just going to whisper her to the rest of the party members. Stay close. Don't let yourself fall too far behind.
I'll take the rear.
Cool. So Gelmar, describe to me how you are jumping off of this fucking balcony.
I mean, I was just going to immediately just dive forward and try and go for a full sprint immediately.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. You would probably hit 1 or 2 in the way, and effectively speaking, you splatter them. Like you have enough weight behind you that anything in front of you is going to have some trouble.
I am just riot shield charging.
All right, what order are you guys going in? I know Cyril's going to be at the back with Ania directly in front of him. Gummar's at the front. Sapphire, Aldif, and Dakota. Which order are you guys taking?
I'd probably be in the middle.
Okay.
Dakota would probably be closer to the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this right behind Galmar work for you, Sapphire?
Yes.
Alrighty. So you guys are essentially making a train, more or less, as you guys are rushing forwards. And you are making very quick distance. Behind you guys, which Ania can very easily see, the number's growing a lot. One thing that would be particularly horrifying to anyone who is looking that sound that Ania was hearing earlier inside the walls and the ceiling and stuff like that, Ania's watching them burst out of the walls and the floor and the ceiling.
Oh, they
The
went
worst part is,
through.
not all of them are fully formed. So every now and again, you see one of these blind golems, like half of its body just falling out of the ceiling and slamming into another one. And then they like half fuse together while running after you, essentially. Some of them are like ripping through the floors. Some of them are tearing through the walls. There are an ungodly quantity that is currently surrounding you. The shack itself...
It's like if Henry Ford hired Victor Frankenstein.
The shack behind you is more or less swallowed by bodies. Like, it is like plurging over them. Around you guys, you can hear a lot of the pipes start, like, the water, the blood flow starts to increase, and some of them actually do burst behind you as like blood sprays against the wall. And the wall starts to like almost melt as this, it's weirdly viscous, and it's also flowing super fast. So it's almost like syrup that's flying at like fucking 50 miles an hour. It's weird and disturbing. The juxtaposition of it being syrupy while also being liquidy, if that makes sense. We'll go with Cyril, give me a dexterity check, a dexterity save, and Sapphire, give me a dexterity save. I had to think about where you guys were in relation to things.
And anyone within 10 feet of me gets a +1 to that.
True.
So
I'll add that to yours, Sapphire.
am I within 10 feet of Aldith as well?
Oh, that's a good point. You also get Aldous 1. So that is a 17 plus 1 plus Aldous is 1. So that's a 19. And yes, you are within Aldous range, so you would get +2 as well. God damn. Okay.
Hooray!
So as you guys are running,
Aldith?
Huh?
Because you said Sapphire.
Oh yeah, sorry, Sapphire gets a +2. I was looking at Aldous abilities.
Okay.
Fucking course you were. Of course you were.
Look, you have a +1 to your thing. I had to account for it. Anyways,
I don't trust you.
So, as you guys are running, Sapphire, you do feel the ground underneath you splitting open as you see one of these faceless golem creatures like peeking its head through the ground. You just immediately like stab it as you're running. Cyril, you have kind of something similar as one of them falls from the ceiling in front of you, and you effectively impale it just as like a gut reaction as it's falling down onto you. So you guys are managing to keep ahead of the horde for the most part. Every now and again, something similar to that happens where something either falls or yeets its way out of the ground. But you guys are absolutely fucking running as it goes. If there's any other actions that you guys would like to take, let me know. Or are you guys just gonna run as fast and hard as you guys can?
I don't think any of us have anything to block the line.
Are the ones behind us, they're all chasing us now?
Yes, they are all very clearly watching you guys as they're running.
So I'm gonna do a funny.
Okay.
Let me just double check what this funny can do. Okay. Can I use control water on the blood fluid?
Ooh, interesting. Let me look at control water real quick.
Number 4.
This is a crazy time to remember. I never remembered how many spell points I have.
I feel that.
Nothing like a little bit of blood bending.
God, that's
It's
terrifying.
freestanding water that you choose. That
Mhm.
is in a cube up to 100 feet on a side.
And technically, there's water in blood.
This is true. I will say roll me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay. Saving throw disadvantage.
Don't forget, you get two more. You get two more things.
Yeah.
2 more things.
You get
plus
two,
2.
You get a
'Cause-
+2.
Yeah,
Okay,
any
so
save that you do, you
I-
get +2. Damn. Okay, so yeah, I will let you do this. It will be strenuous, so it will be quite difficult to do this. But
Okay,
you are
she's
able
actually going to she's going to like command Cyril,
Carry me.
to.
All right. I'm gonna. I don't want her behind me, so I'm just gonna do like full princess carry, like just.
Mm-hmm. Just scooping her up.
Yep, just scoop her up, full princess carry, just like gunning it down the hall.
she's going to sit up and move like over, like she's going to look over Cyril's shoulders so Cyril can hopefully just use one arm.
Yep.
And she's going to point her staff at like the bursting pipes that are behind them, and she is going to control water. And let me just double check. Yeah, she's going to redirect flow.
Okay.
It says flowing water. It is pipes, so she is going to. She's basically going to just flush them away from the party with
Interesting.
this deluge of liquid.
Okay.
The whole mass of them.
So I'll say as you peek over Cyril's shoulder and you're looking down the hall and stuff, the first thing that you notice is you are like trying to concentrate on the flow of blood. You are feeling a very similar connection that you did in the tree. As you like grab onto the blood and kind of like start trying to like move it and force it and stuff, you are feeling almost a voice in your head. You can't understand it. It doesn't. You can't even register it as a voice per se, but you're feeling some kind of connection, very similar to how you were inside the forest. Or the second thing that you are feeling as you are grabbing this blood and flowing it down, and that you can see as well, the cavern behind you is starting to fold into itself. It's starting to squish, essentially, as it's starting to basically, almost like a flesh rock slide, as it's starting to come down behind you. And you can see like the faces of these golems inside of the flesh as it's rolling towards towards where you guys are, as this blood flow is pressing against it and more or less holding it back for a moment. But it's like hundreds of faces are like peeling through the flesh layer and like staring down at you as the arms are flailing out. Several of them getting bent or broken as this massive blood flow slams into it.
When you say I can feel the voice, do I feel any particular emotional sense to it? Is it like warm? Is it scared?
I would say you would feel cold. Feels very cold. It's an ancient presence. You felt that a few times, especially when talking to like the Sins and stuff. It's an ancient presence. And restlessness. Possible hate, but you honestly can't tell.
Okay. She's just going to keep focusing on that for the moment.
All right. As you guys are running, there are of course pipes in front of you, and as you are like ripping the blood from them and trying to force them back, there are a few of them that pop prematurely. I will have all of you guys, aside from Neo, roll me either a Dex saving throw or a Con saving throw, whichever one you prefer. If you wish to dodge it or tank it.
I am better at that. And don't forget, everybody gets a +2 to their save because of me and Aldith.
Yep. Says a
Alsonia can
22.
keep this up for 10 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can you repeat what? Sorry.
Either
I know
a
it's
dex
dex.
saving throw or a con saving throw. Either tank it or
Right.
dodge it.
Okay. Okay. Well, fuck.
Oh boy. Alright.
We did not do as well as we should have on a con save.
Alright. And then Dakota.
Was that dex save? Con save?
Yeah, dex save or con save, whichever one you wish to do. Either dodge it or tank it.
Dex save is gonna be way better.
All right,
Oh,
you guys
nice.
do get a +2 to all of these. So Galmar, you are using your shield very effectively. The blood hits it, and you like turn slightly. It slams into it, and then you just turn back, and you are mowing down golems as you are rushing as well. Every now and again, it's like 4, maybe 5 golems that you are just absolutely smashing into. There is nothing that is stopping your momentum. If you tried stopping your momentum, you would have trouble right now because you are on a slanted hill. So you are just fucking going for it. Cyril, you do get sprayed with a little bit of the blood, which is starting to like, it kind of like eats into a little bit of your weird tunic thing, wherever you're wearing the poncho.
Poncho?
Yeah, the poncho that's made from like the good shit is kind of eating into that a little bit, and it's not super pleasant. But for the most part, you're fine.
All right, I'll patch it later.
Aldith, you do feel like you get a whole ass fucking spray across you. Like you get a blunt of this thing slamming into you. It is hot. It feels like you just poured fire all over you. And it only lasts for like a couple of moments before it like starts to fade a little bit. Roll me a wisdom saving throw real quick, Aldo.
Damn it. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, we're good.
You are able to keep yourself focused. Your vision is starting to double a little bit. Your head's starting to twirl a little bit. You're swearing you're seeing different colors than you should be, but you're able to like shake your head, snap into it, focus on movement. It's incredibly unpleasant, downright painful, but you are able to just keep fucking moving forwards. Sapphire, you are also your gloves are starting to get slightly damaged. Your cloak is able to reflect most of the blood for the most part. You do get some of it on you, but honestly, it's like having like liquid fire on you, but only a little bit, so it doesn't bother you as much. And Dakota, you just sidestep a lot of it. Honestly, you're right behind Galmar. You're just using Galmar. It's very effective. Actually, no, you're not right behind Galmar. Are you?
I mean, the best part about that prospect is he's also the only one that can match his pace.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
they both have a +10 and base movement speed.
That is true. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is just like flying past you guys as you guys are rushing forward. You're tanking a little bit, you're dodging a little bit, and for the most part, it's just kind of like it's doing what it is. You do take a little bit of damage, and Aldith, you will have 1 tick of something. So just keep in mind 1 tick.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, you guys are absolutely rushing forwards. Ania, you are starting to struggle a little bit with the blood is actively fighting you. So roll me a Constitution saving throw with the bonuses, and we'll see how well your focus keeps up.
Okay, and I just add a +2 into the bonus thing.
Yeah, that or we just look at and add.
No!
Oh boy. Okay.
Poor baby.
Okay. So yeah. Oof. Okay. Man, think about this. So this is not a good moment to have
Luckily,
an
I'm being
actual.
carried.
You are being
I might
carried,
be
which is
knocked
really
out.
good. You feel in your head that voice of sorts. As you are trying to control the blood is actively fighting you. You are basically wrestling for control constantly, and you finally hear this voice in the most clear way you've ever heard. It speaks directly, practically to your soul rather than your brain, and it says, "You will release," and you're out. You just your head slams into Cyril's shoulder. Cyril, you can see like blood is starting to come out of her nose as she 100% knocks out. She's holding it one moment. You look down again, she's gone. Like she's obviously still breathing and stuff like that, but there's blood trickling down her nose. Something fucking happened to her. And whoo boy, Cyril. Oh boy, you can hear behind you. It's not sounding good. Do you look behind you, Cyril? Cyril? That was BRB.
He's speechless.
Yeah, he takes one look behind him. He goes, "I should have changed my pants today."
Like, oh no, the finger's conked out.
Well, I'm assuming him being muted is on purpose. So, yes, does anyone?
I'm
there
sorry.
he is.
I forgot I was muted.
Oh.
You're good.
What
we
I
have that lot.
actually do is I grab that locket of sanctuary and I'm
Throw it to
gonna
recovery station, the recovery box.
I have the locket of sanctuary on me from Rue. And as we're running down this tunnel full tilt, I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna grab it and be like, "Thank you so much for this one, Rue." And I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Ania.
Okay. Let me just double check what that does.
Sanctuary, they have to succeed on a save in order to just touch her in general.
Okay. Yeah.
And
all right.
as long as she doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah. Or until your concentration breaks. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, she has the it's an amulet, so until she does something to basically attack or something, she gets that more or less permanently. And you do have to actively activate it, but you have now activated it on her. So it's going to last until she does something to break it. You do see like a small light appear around Ania as you're running. Ania, you're I can guarantee you would be in a lot of pain, like even unconscious. Like your face would like be showing active signs of pain. As the sanctuary spell is put on you, it lessens ever so slightly. You are roll me which one do I want you to do? Roll me a wisdom save. And you don't get any bonuses from this.
Okay. Oh, that's okay.
All right, 21. Okay. Cyril can see like your face changes into a neutral unconscious expression. In your head, you are now in darkness. You're in what can only be described as a void, essentially. Is incredibly disconcerting to you. But we'll come back to that in just a minute. So, the rest of you guys are hearing a rush of liquid behind you. It sounds like a waterfall behind you. Does anyone look behind, or are you guys just fucking going?
Dakota's gonna look behind him.
Boy. All
The
right.
temptation's there.
He's
But
too anxious for
Gelmar will
this.
not.
All right. As you look behind you, roll me a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Okay.
You are full sprinting at the moment. Wow.
Flip. Let's stick with
Yes.
oh,
You
Dude, Dakota's had
are
great
you are
luck today.
full sprinting at the moment. Your anxiety is through the roof, and that just makes you so much more dexterous. You are dodging creatures popping out of the ground underneath you like nobody's business. Honestly, Cyril's just stepping on them at this point.
I fell so Dakota could fly.
Yeah.
Anxiety is his superpower.
Yeah.
It's a
As
development, you know?
as you look behind you and you look past Cyril, yeah, the pipes have now burst almost completely behind Cyril. Ania was like concentrating their flow. She was like directing it. This is just hog wild. This shit has exploded. There's like 40 pipes worth of liquid behind you guys, and it's flowing fast. Is easily going to catch up to you guys here very, very soon. You can't even see the wall of flesh behind this river of black liquid.
The hell's bells and whiskey fire? The pipes burst. We're gonna get flooded here soon. About something.
All right. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
This is the same black liquid that explodes when we hit it with radiant energy, right?
Oh, yes, it
Oh.
is.
Oh yeah,
Explosion.
Explosion!
I got.
Mhm.
I got radiant bullets.
Yeah.
I have elemental bullets.
Yeah, you do.
They come in several flavors.
How-
Radiant is one of them.
And this stuff's far away enough that like we can feel the rush of the wind, but it's not close enough that we're starting to feel like the mist, right?
It's about 20 feet away from you. In another couple
20 feet.
seconds, you will probably start feeling the mist starting to hit you, which will more or less be like walking into an acid mist.
So what's Dakota doing?
Okay.
Because it sounds like you have a plan.
Not really. You said something about exploding. My mind went to like some sort of force of explosion. Like I shoot the things and then it explodes and then we all get shot forwards. I don't know if that's how that works or what the radius of an explosion
I'm-
looks like when
If you're
I was
close
shooting.
enough, it can.
I'm planning on using. I'm planning on that too. The draft from the explosion shoving us forward.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Mine's around the
Galmar, you do have the door in front of you, basically, but you are able to see a little bit, past it. You just gotta move it slightly. You can look past it. Roll me a perception check, real quick. Wunderbar.
Oh.
All right.
And
So as you're running, even with the poor sight that you have, considering how the lighting and stuff, because of the walls moving behind you, the tunnel more or less collapsing, the weird bioluminescent moss is absolutely flaring right now, almost as fast as you guys are running. So it's making a pretty good light around you. In front of you, you can see that the probably about 20-30 feet or so, you can see a massive tunnel opening up, essentially. But it's very different than the tunnel you guys are currently in. What you can see as you are absolutely just like powering on through is a massive chamber of dead gray flesh. almost similar to what you guys were standing on in the shack. But instead of it being this weird dull grayish bluish color, this is like gray to white. It's like straight up scar tissue. There is a rather large gap about 30 or so feet in front of you that lasts for about 10 feet or so. In theory, you could jump this. Might be a little bit difficult. And beyond that gap are gigantic metal catwalks, basically. A massive machines are laid on there. You can't really tell what's under this gap, but across the side there are gigantic amounts of machines, but it is completely quiet. You can barely see it from where you are currently.
Strong. So just to make sure I understand correctly, the machines are down the same path as the side passageway that would probably take us out of the immediate burst.
Well, the path that you guys are currently running down, there is a gap, and then the machines, a gap which arguably you could probably jump. You could possibly go down either of the sides because it looks like it's opening up into a massive area, but you can't see anything past those sides, so you don't know if it leads into a hole. Don't know if it leads into like a bigger drop or if it leads into a sidewalk or whatever have you. All you know is that there is a massive gap about 20 feet or so in front of you. It's about 10 to 15 feet, and then leads into catwalks.
I'm going to shout back to the rest of the group. Incoming! Coming, Pet! Get ready for it! Hit a jump!
Oh, good. We're thinking the same thing. On your count.
Dakota just like teleports over.
You know, nobody else is here to see us though, so maybe this should be the time that I activate the brown rune and use the greater size to get a slightly longer reach to help catch anyone that might misstep during the jump.
You could.
You just catch them with your tail.
I mean, even outside of that, I could use the arm too.
I'm using your count to set off the explosion.
That's fair.
I feel like Aldith and Cyril share a look of understanding at this point.
Are they going to use the explosion power?
We're gonna come firing out of this tunnel like a cannon.
Dakota just cocks his gun like, I got you.
Oh, good. We're both doing this. Great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So just so I make sure, your guys' plan is to get to the edge. Sapphire and Gelmore jump. Cyril, Dakota, and Aldith all release a burst of radiant energy, and y'all fling yourselves over the gap into the metal catwalks.
The second I see Gelmar jump, I'm setting off a moonbeam directly on the goo.
Oh boy.
Does the goop count as a creature?
Technically, yes.
Great. Sacred flames coming out.
Jesus Christ.
All right, okay. I guess this is what we're doing. Hold on to your hat.
Ah, shit, I guess we're going for it. All right. Christ, what even am I on? Okay, I have to think about when. Okay. You know what? You guys are going to make it across this gap. I'm going to have all of you guys roll me a Constitution saving throw to see how much damage you take when you slam into the metal catwalks. So let me tell you.
Everybody, or just the guys that are going for the shot?
All of you.
Oh yeah, buddy!
Oh, wow.
Dirty 20.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It's gonna
wow.
Oh my
superhero
God.
land.
Is Dakota's luck today?
I rolled a 1 so everyone else could fly.
Oh, Cyril.
Cyril, brother.
Yep, this
He
is
was
all
wait, is that
defending
nat
me.
1?
He turned so
Yep.
he can take the blow and not get me hurt.
I was 100% going to have a
This is
Nia
why-
roll at disadvantage, but with that nat
Well, I think it's
one,
got
20
sanctuary
twice
on her.
uh,
this is fine. This is why I prepared
God,
her to
Ania, I
giant
will have
smite.
you roll Constitution saving throw as well, real quick.
Okay.
She's got to have advantage on this, though.
I was gonna give her disadvantage, but because of you getting a natural 1, I'm gonna do it normal. I will
Alright,
say, this is gonna
Constitution.
hurt Cyril.
I can take it.
Yay!
Oh, almost a 20. That was beautiful. It's gonna hurt.
And do I get the +2?
Yes.
Cool. Okay,
So-
so that is a 15.
So all of you guys basically fly over, and I'll be honest, with 2 natural 20s, I'm not even gonna bother carrying. I don't need to add numbers to y'all's numbers. It's natural 20. But you guys fly over the edge. The area behind you, it detonates. Like it is a fucking nuke. Cyril is ever so slightly slower than the rest of you guys by like fractions of a second. And because of that, when everything goes off and it explodes so ungodly violently, you guys fly over this edge. Gelmar and Sapphire are perfectly fine. Gelmar fucking lands on his feet. Like he lands perfectly. Sapphire, a little bit more trouble. She slams into the Mel grate and like head first, like bashes her skull into it. It hurts like a son of a bitch, and like blood is dripping down her face, but she is fine for the most part. Fucking Dakota lands next to Gelmar. Perfectly, just peacefully, just absolute, like nothing ever happened. Just a perfect distance, perfect landing.
Floats down.
Yeah, just floats. It practically has wings at this point. It's crazy. Cyril, though, on the other hand. Oh, and Aldith too, because I almost forgot about that. Aldith. Aldith. You do manage to land. You don't get hurt like Sapphire does. But you are right next to Cyril. You are literally within spitting distance of this man who is so much larger than you. You get to watch as Cyril flies through the air. You land, like, slamming several body parts into this Mel grates and stuff. It hurts, but you're pretty much fine. But you see Cyril slam into this thing at about twice the speed that you were going, and his whole body goes, like, halfway through a solid metal, like, wall. Like, you could see, like, it hurts. And also Nia in his arms.
I turned my back midair so that Ania didn't take any of the damage.
Yeah, Ania slams into his chest frame, which is not nearly as painful as what he just went through. You are fairly confident that he's broke at least 3 ribs. You're pretty confident he has a concussion. You're not entirely confident if his leg is still working, but it's not in exactly the right angle it should be.
Oh no.
He hit this thing with a sickening crunch, and you got a perfect seat to this. On the plus side, you can fix it.
I can.
Are you gonna use lay on hands on him? Make sure he doesn't, die in front of you.
I mean, I could do that or cure wounds.
How
This is
much
true.
damage did it take?
You're going to take. So you're the only person who took a significant amount of damage. So I'm actually gonna have you roll a. I'm gonna have you roll a. Hold on, let me look at my notes. Game rules.
Death
Right.
saving throw.
Roll me a
Well,
con
I'm not gonna
saving
make
throw.
you roll damage.
A con saving throw DC 13, no bonuses.
So just a straight D20.
No aura bonuses, I should say. It's a con
Okay.
save DC 13, no aura bonuses.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
I could have used that.
Oh, I thought that
earlier.
was gonna land on the 2. Oh.
I for sure, yeah, I was really worried.
RNG hates me on Foundry. I don't know why.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you managed to survive this. Half your health was just straight up removed. You hit so hard, half your HP went down. So that about 41 damage was dealt to you in one shot.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, 42 technically, but yeah. No, he hit like a freight train that was hit by Thor.
There's a thing you have in the game rules for if we take that much damage in a single shot.
Yep, that was DC 13. I had your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, whew. You
gonna
narrowly
immediately
avoided.
jump up.
Hmm?
I'm just gonna immediately jump up and start booking it over. She's like rubbing her hands together, about ready to shock this dude with her hands.
It's like, you aren't dying on me yet, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
The funny thing is, I don't even think that's what she's doing. I roll over and I hand Aldith to her real quick.
Or
You mean
Ania.
Nia?
I hand Ania to Aldith, just like the whole body into her hands.
I'm unconscious. Look okay though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Other
I'm
than, like,
going
the
to
blood
feel
coming from my
all
nose.
of that in the morning.
Aldith is gonna look down at Ania and look over to Dakota and be like, could you grab her? I have something else to do really quickly.
You can see me taking my leg, looking down at it like, that's not supposed to be left direction. And you just hear the loud pop as I put it back into place.
Stop!
Flippin' Aldous asks Dakota to
hold
take
Nia.
Nia
Yeah.
real quick, to hold Nia.
Correct.
Dakota like pauses for a moment, like, I can try.
I just get dragged.
he goes over to Nia and tries to like kind of take her, and then like immediately sinks down as under the weight. Just absolutely like struggling. It's just like, all right, I got her.
Yeah, Mar, you very quickly realize that Dakota can't lift Ania's weight for more than like a minute at max.
I mean, I'll gladly offer the door as a flat space to lay him down.
The door covered in
I'll even
blood.
put the backside, the side I was carrying it from.
It's still covered in blood though.
I'll lay my carpet on top of it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Not the carpet!
It's been cleaned. What's the concern?
Pulls out the carpet. It's just like, I cleaned this freshly yesterday. Ania wakes up. What the fuck? But yeah, you're able to take Ania from Galbar as Aldith rushes over to Cyril, who is currently trying to put his bones back in place.
I'm literally in the middle of like using all of my lay on hands points. You see just this red, wet, viney fungus everywhere on my body, just pulsing as it's healing all the things. There's that wet popping noise. It's going in reverse, like somebody rewound the tape of the bone breaking as it goes back together. That like sucking noise. I am totally fine. You go help Ania.
She's just gonna deadpan and go, bullshit, and cast Cure Wound.
It feels nice. It feels like a nice, gentle warmth on top of your agonizing, searing pain. It's like a gentle
Thank
hug with a flamethrower. All right. As you guys are attempting to fix yourselves, the wave of water that Nia had been holding back a little bit is gushing downwards off this cliff. It's probably about 30 or so foot ledge. And below that, you guys are actually seeing a massive river of this black goo. If you guys had to put this in an anatomical sense, you're in a vein, basically. And you're watching it flow past you.
Delicious.
Yeah. Now, as this is all happening, we're going to slice over to Ania's headspace.
Oh no.
You are in a relatively large quantity of pain. Your head is aching, especially from the screams that you're hearing before, but especially that like you will release moment. It felt like you took a ice pick directly to your brain. Is undescribable how painful that exact moment was, and you can barely even recall the pain that you were just in a moment ago because your brain is trying to block it out. But right now you are in a complete void around you. You can't see anything. Weirdly enough, you can see yourself almost perfectly, but nothing else. There's no floor, there's no walls, it's just black, just darkness.
How much can I sense that I'm in like a mind space or somewhere else versus like me suddenly being transported?
You have been fairly used to dreamlike events, so you would say this is relatively similar to one.
And he is gonna be like, oh no. And she's gonna sit and just lay down and just recover a second in the void. And she's gonna wait. She's like one hand on her head, like, oh, something's gonna happen.
You are feeling the same connection you had previously. You are feeling that connection still. It's very similar to how it was inside the forest, but it changed in this case. But so far, nothing happening currently.
Okay. And he is laying there, one hand on her head, looks around, looks up, all void.
Yeah.
And she's going to try to call out, hello? I'm sorry I took control of your blood like that. We're actually trying to stop what's happening to you. I assume you want that. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
For a few moments, you don't hear anything. It's just silence around you. It's one of those silences that like you can almost hear your own heart beating. It's just quiet. There's nothing else to describe it but quiet. Before you hear that same low, almost feels like it's echoing through your bones that is actually speaking. And you hear, what would you say in this moment? What would you say? How are you here?
And she, since it was quiet for a bit, she's sort of acclimated a little bit to the pain. She sits up, doesn't stand up yet, sits up. It's like, I'm not sure. I heard you, and I think, well, I'm very attuned to these sort of things, and I think I've passed out.
You connect beyond the lands of mortals.
And Ania's gonna be quiet for a second, just thinking. She doesn't respond right away. Does the voice say anything else, or is just responding?
It seems to just be responding at the moment. You can't quite tell where it's coming from exactly either. It's just there.
She speaks up again, looking around. She says, "Do you understand what's going on out there? Or wherever I came from? Is that your body?"
It would go... It is a material substance of myself. I have long since transferred to the land of the divine, but pieces remain. I was awoken.
People have been using that piece of you to do really horrible things on the mortal plane. We're trying to stop them from doing that in some way, but we're not sure how.
Not awoken before, slumbering before, awoken now.
I think some piece of you was in a box, and we opened the box. We have the piece with us. Is that what is part of you?
A piece of the heart. Inconsequential, but a way to awaken me it was.
Oh, I'm sorry if that was rude. I wouldn't want to be woken up if I was in a nice slumber either.
I have been brought back to the mortal plane. A place where I do not desire to belong. And yet, I cannot escape.
Do you know how to? Maybe we can help.
I am locked. Trapped. Held to this material plane. A being holds it. But these shackles contain me.
And those aren't connected to the piece we have, I assume.
No.
Oh, did we break a shackle?
The shackles are those material. It kind of like takes a moment, as it doesn't seem to exactly know the logistics. I believe. You feel something poking at your brain.
Anya feels that and purposely remembers the moment where Cyril is opening the box and taking out the item. And she is offering that memory for it to witness.
It held that piece. This being. But no. The piece simply awakens. I am held, restrained, and harvest. I require the pieces within me to be removed before I can leave.
Okay, so there's pieces keeping you anchored to the mortal realm, and if we remove them, you can sleep. Or at least not be in the mortal realm anymore.
Indeed.
And I'm going to... Can I insight on how truthful this is?
You are absolutely welcome to.
Not my best roll.
from what you can tell, this is probably truth. He is, to the best of your knowledge, being restrained. Why he's being restrained, you don't know. But what will happen after he's done being restrained, you don't know. But he is, to the best of your knowledge that you can tell, he appears to be restrained, which would make sense given the fact they've been pulling blood from him from an unknown period of time, at least 200 years, based on what Cyril's been talking about. So at least for the last 200 years, he's definitely been restrained. If he is what he is, they would need to keep him in place to do it. So that would make sense, at least.
Ania wants to ask this deity its name, but do I know of any, like, is there any, like, lore that if you hear a deity's name, you go insane or something like that before I attempt such a thing?
No, but you would know that most deities don't have names. They're usually assigned names by those who pray to them, but in some cases they simply do not have names.
Okay, and this one's been dead for however many years, so we probably don't even know. Maybe. Nia's going to...
Do you know if the mortals ever gave you a name?
No, your language does not reserve a term for a being such as I.
I understand. I can try to get the people I'm with to find these pieces and remove them. How would I be able to find them?
I will guide.
All right, well, if I wake up or go back or something, I'll be sure to let them know.
You feel like... What would be a good way of describing this? Do you have any more questions for it? It seems to have somewhat gone quiet.
I don't think Ania does.
Alright. In that case, after a few moments, you would hear kind of like a soft growl of sorts before... The best way to describe it would be you feel things detaching from your brain. It just kind of like pulls out of your brain, and suddenly you wake up again, just staring into Gelmar's face. You can feel blood has just like dripped all the way down to like your chin, from your nose.
And your, like, eyes snap open, then squint immediately from the light and just stares at Gelmar.
Are you alright? Kinda gave us quite the scare there.
Everything hurts. I think I talked to God.
You hear Cyril groaning behind you.
Do you need the gold rune?
What?
I don't remember what that does.
Above game is the cure wounds rune.
I thought that was the green one.
Okay, like, she's just out of it.
Yeah, she's technically in pain.
Okay.
I'm in a lot of pain, but I don't think I'm heavily injured.
And she, like, lifts her hand to feel, like, the blood. Like,
Okay, maybe I am injured.
He gives a light chuckle before pulling out the familiar or glowing rune. He presses it up against the back of your hand and holds it there somewhat firmly. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Cool. The as you cast it, it's a very soft flow over you, I would say. All right.
Of course, it's minimum.
Plus, I just didn't have that much damage, so you do feel
I'm very low HP.
You do feel the blood coming out of your nose kind of stop as you pretty much just kind of wipe it off. You do see around you, you are surrounded by metal. metal grates, metal machines. Below you, through like a metal grate, is the massive river of blood, basically. Looking around you, you see Cyril, who, I mean, he looks fine, but you can also tell from being a healer, he kind of looks like he went 3 rounds with a rhino, and lost all 3 times. But physically, he appears fine. And Aldith looks a little bit pissed.
And Nia's squinting around at all the metal, and she's like, "Oh, I hate it here." Like, more than she was about the flesh caverns. And she's just gonna recover for a second unless anyone talks to her.
Alright. How do you guys feel about where you guys are?
I mean, I think I've made it clear. I do not like it here, but we've got hot work to do.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Zero.
I'm gonna stand up, groaning. Gilmar's right. We have work to do still. Are you okay, Ania?
Ania's gonna look for her staff.
Mm-hmm.
Does she?
You would have it next to you.
Okay, I
even
had
when
it in
you're
a death
unconscious, you still have a death grip on it.
Okay. She points her staff unsteadily towards Cyril, and she's going to speak up. That thing you have is part of this god, and this god has stuff in here that is anchoring it, and it wants them gone. And don't lie to me, or I'm gonna find some way to get up and go beat you up.
What do you mean?
The thing I have, is it what's holding him here?
No, it did
Then
wake
we're
him up,
fine.
though.
Then we're fine.
Aldith is gonna slap Cyril upside the head with her.
Thunk.
Ania is gonna sit up, like,
I talked with this deity.
and she waves her hand. She's talking to everyone at this point.
Mhm.
I can't tell if they're good or bad. They just seem to want to leave. They don't want to be here as much as we don't want to be here. And they said that they would guide me towards the pieces that are keeping them shackled to this plane. I think the reason all this blood is still flowing is because of whatever they're using.
What happens to the Haven if he suddenly disappears?
I don't know. I don't think he even knows there is a haven.
That doesn't bode well.
Whatever happens to Haven if he suddenly disappears, they will rebuild from.
What about all the lives lost immediately? I don't think it would have escaped your attention. This is a fairly massive figure. His body alone is several layers of makes up several layers of caverns going all around everywhere. I'm not saying we shouldn't wake him up. I'm just asking, are we sure we should not do any preparations before we do that?
I don't think it would immediately just vanish. I think the body would just start to actually decompose. So, if we were going to treat it like a real living creature, then the worst that would happen is over time, a sinkhole would start to grow in the middle of Haven or wherever this is. That's an assumption, though.
That still seems like the sort of thing that should be planned around.
With who? So far,
Gregory, if no one else.
Right, because Gregory is the pinnacle of trustworthy.
He gives you a cross-eyed stare. I feel we're going to have a more in-depth conversation about this later. I just mean he seems to be the primary mind that's focused around development of the city. And that does seem like a pretty sizable problem that, at the very least, someone's going to have to be notified about. We have no other better ideas. Gregory seems the best option.
Currently, from the sounds of it, this is a creature that's being pinned and bled and forcibly kept alive in order to bleed. The kind thing to do would be to put it out of its misery. We can tell Gregory about the dead body under the city afterwards. Construction can occur later to support the parts that this body is supporting.
He gives you a cross-eyed stare. I wasn't going to suggest anyone come down here while it's active anyway. I don't think it's wise to put anyone up against whatever those were, he says, staring back at where we were just chased.
Pardon me for being rude, so we're having this particular conversation for no reason?
I'm just trying to figure out what the headspace is at the moment.
Ania sighs and gestures between them, and she's gonna say, "You two are bad at communicating." And then she's gonna point to Gelmar, and she's going to say, "You are not in disagreement of us doing this thing, but you are worried about the people above, so you're suggesting that we should tell someone. Are you suggesting we should tell someone now before we do it? I assume you don't want us to just leave and then come back. Do you want us to message stone someone?"
Not right now. I agree with Cyril. It probably should be. We probably would let. Can you properly English? I think we should probably handle the situation down here before we tell anyone above as to what's going on here. If nothing else that would give the or whatever builder gets stuck trying to reinforce the town above a better opportunity to do so when it's safer.
Okay, so you, Cyril, and me, or I'm still thinking, but you and Cyril, same page, and she's going to point to Dakota, Aldith, and Sapphire. Any opinions? Any questions?
Nope.
I think I'm pretty good with whatever gets us not killed and whatever gets other people also not killed.
Long as we are protected and innocents are protected, we do what we must.
I'm still a little frazzled from the explosion earlier, but
There was an explosion?
I think I'm alright. Is that not? Oh, you were unconscious. I forgot about that. Yeah, we jumped over a giant chasm.
I see the chasm.
Yeah,
As you looked back down the area you guys came from, it's it really does look like you threw about 30 pounds of TNT in there.
Yeah, there was a bunch of that black goop stuff flooding in toward us, and we all blew it up, with some radiant stuff, and then jumped over it. I don't know how I landed so well, but I kept my hat on.
Good job, everyone.
My ears are ringing a little.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen if we do remove those things, or at least to the body, but we don't have to worry about that until we find them, I suppose.
And she's gonna start getting up and taking a better idea of where they are.
Nice. as you are looking around, this is a very disturbing section of the area, at least in your opinion. Unlike the other like fleshy cavern that you were in, this one is more like calcified almost, if that makes sense. It's not only scar tissue, it looks like, but also is like bone that seems to have like grown over a lot of the cavern walls and stuff. The river below you is flowing. The strangest thing as well is that the all the machines are just off. Doesn't look like any of them are particularly damaged, aside from the metal wall that you can clearly see a serial-sized imprint in. But aside from that, you see like abandoned tools every now and again. There's like different smaller like rooms that are like looking over the area. There are different places for people to work in. But it does look like, you know, scattered crates everywhere, like abandoned tools. Doesn't look like there was any fights. Doesn't look like anyone was dragged away. It just looks empty, quiet. People almost certainly left, considering everything that you've been hearing and doing.
Oh, was this recent?
Looks like it. There's not a speck of dust anywhere on the anywhere. Not the drug, but dust. Does not look like this was. It looks like this was abandoned extremely recently.
Oh no, that means there's people nearby.
Mm.
Can we see anywhere like where the blood is being extracted from here?
That's a good question. I will say it looks like this is one of a refinement area. There are pipes that are like taking the blood up and into some of the sections, or would be if it was on. But considering the flow of this blood, it looks like there's probably a lot more further up. And it almost certainly leads out somewhere down the way. You'd probably say this is a primary refinement area.
Amina's gonna step her foot on the grate a couple times, thinking, and then talk to the party.
If we find whatever these fragments are and remove them completely away from the body, I think all the operations could stop.
I'm not 100% convinced that all of them would stop immediately. Certain they'd still find use for what they have left. And I'd imagine they'd probably put up some sort of effort to collect what's already in the veins before it dries up.
Probably, but it would eventually stop. Maybe. That's my assumption still.
I'm going under the assumption that this is the only dead decaying god that they know of here in the area, or probably anywhere. Strong possibility I'm wrong, but it's not unlike this sort of thing is a common occurrence, I would imagine.
Nia gives like a maybe wave of her hand. She's not sure.
How would we know what we're looking for and where it is?
Nia looks around again, this time more at the walls.
Mm-hmm.
The deity I talked to, assuming it wasn't a fever dream or some sort of hallucination, which I think it wasn't. I'm getting used to these dream things. They said they would guide me, but didn't tell me how.
I say we I say we trust in this deity's guidance. And lead the way.
Do we want to take a rest here first? And she's gonna look around like, is the pipes or is the place we came from still emptying out?
Yeah, it's still pouring out at the moment.
I think this place may be safe, sort of like the shack was before you opened the box. Do we want to, like, take a breather?
Will the blood not eventually rise?
Idea big shrugs. Big shrugs.
Big shrug. Maybe.
How high's the blood, Mama? Since 3 feet high and rising.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
As you
Good.
guys are talking amongst yourselves, I will say, Aldith, you're definitely seeing some weird shit at the moment.
Oh, great. I'm tripping?
I
Yeah.
love weird shit.
You're tripping some weird shit right now. Everyone else, you guys are like seeing metal grates on this side. The blood river is about, I would say, 20 feet below you, 15, 20 feet below you or so. Most of the walls are weirdly white and almost calcified. Aldith, you're seeing like swirls, man. You're seeing like faces in the river. You're seeing like, as you were kind of like walking around a little bit, you're seeing like kind of the world around you is like moving around a little bit.
Great. So she's gonna sit down. She's gonna sit very cautiously. She's gonna be like, I don't feel so good.
Oh dear. Did you get hit?
Depends on your classification of hit. I was not physically hit with anything besides that murky goop blood water.
Ania's gonna go over to Aldith and she's gonna tap her shoulder with her staff and she's going to lesser restoration.
As you use it on Aldith, you do feel significantly better, Aldith. You definitely don't feel sick. You are still seeing swirls though.
Well, I'll
Did
just
that
gonna
help?
look. I'll just gonna look to Ania and be like, "Well, I don't feel sick anymore, but I can still see things."
I guess lesser restoration doesn't cure everything. Anyone else? Sapphire, seeing anything more or less than usual?
Zephyr? She's dead, Jim.
Oh.
Sorry putting Sapphire to sleep.
It's
no
okay.
worries.
It's okay. Sweet dreams.
I'd definitely say you're not seeing much other than, I mean, Bill's come back ever since you guys grabbed the heart box. Bill has come back, just kind of like in the edge of vision. He's kind of like swimming in the
Oh,
the
God.
blood under you. Yeah. So that's the
No,
main
good
thing.
for
I would
him.
say. Yeah.
He's
He's having the time of his life. The rest of you guys, I don't think you got hit, if I recall correctly. Aside from the gross blood door.
I'm currently wandering through a giant chamber of flesh. Honestly, at this point, I would not be surprised to wake up and find out that all of this is in my imagination.
That's fair. Aldith, do you think you want to sit down for a little bit, or do you want us to keep going?
She's gonna think about it long and hard and sometimes get distracted by the little swirly swirls. But she's gonna be like, no, we can keep going. I think I'll be okay. And then she'll slowly stand up.
Ania's gonna go over to Cyril, and she's gonna hold her hand out, and she's gonna be like,
Maybe I need to hold the thing in order to see whatever it wants to show me.
You didn't need to hold the thing to talk to it.
Why are you so protective of this? You don't usually steal things.
Because I don't think you'll give it back to me.
Well, that's because you're being weirdly covetous of it. Why?
I need this for a deal with Grandma.
Oh no.
oh, and Ania's gonna like slowly
It is
turn.
precious.
It's as precious. She's gonna like slowly walk away from Cyril with one hand on her head, and she's just gonna keep going, oh no. And that's all she's doing right now as she reprocesses everything.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, fuck.
Does everyone want to just go forward, or does anyone actually need some time to rest?
Alda's gonna pipe up and be like, I think you need to ask yourself that question. How are you feeling?
It was only a perforated lung and some broken ribs, but they're fine now.
She's going to pinch the bridge of her nose at that.
Sorry, did you say perforated lung?
They're like balloons. They'll just pop if they get hit the right way.
They're not
What?
supposed to pop!
I put it back together.
Can you take like a deep breath in and out for me, real slow, like?
He takes in a deep breath, and then as he tries to let it out, he's gonna go over by the the railing that's not bent in half. And just this big pile of blood that had built up from being healed just pours out of the nose of his helmet.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, so I think,
that's for days.
wow, I can feel my injuries. I can feel myself succumbing to my injuries. I think we need to take a nice little stop. Take like a little break.
I feel much better now, actually. Oh,
Alda's 14 plus 4 medicine is quaking right now.
Aldous just pulls out a knife and was like, you better sit down before I make you sit down.
I'm about to be your surgeon. She has her dagger gripped in her hand. She's like, I will.
the hardest part was relocating my leg, and you know what? He picks up his leg and moves it around. You know, I think I did a pretty good job.
Well, Dakota says he's tired, so I think we should rest. And Nia's gonna take out like a canteen and like a cloth, and
Mhm.
she's gonna like moisten it and just offer it to Cyril so he can clean his helmet himself.
Cyril just slaps his leg against the metal grate, just like, look at this. This baby is like 200 horsepower.
Yeah. I look at the wet cloth and I just sort of like lightly rub it, and I hand the now very red cloth back to her.
You can keep it.
Alright, if we're going to take a quick rest, I'm gonna grab the locket again.
Mhm.
Everybody get in really close. I don't know the distance that this works. And I'm going to activate the tiny hut.
Yay.
Aw.
It's
The
tiny hut.
inside,
Very
which
nice.
resembles the scene inside the locket.
God, I
Which,
love that
if I,
gave you guys that.
which, if I remember correctly, was a grassy knoll with a wide old tree on a summer day.
Mm-hmm. It's very peaceful.
Oh, this is nice.
Mm.
All right. Well, while you guys rest and recuperate and try not to kill each other with sheer amounts of anger.
We're going to take a long rest in the middle of the dungeon.
I thought we were going to take a short rest.
Yeah, just spend 8 hours in here. Nothing could go wrong. You know, the place that was clearly abandoned like 10 minutes ago.
Short rest, short rest.
Nothing will ever go wrong.
Nothing could possibly go wrong with this. It'll be fine. All right.
Very
Well,
convincing.
very convincing. All right. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. It was a fantastic time as always. As I said earlier, tomorrow we are not doing D&D. As not only are two of my players having to, well, one of them has to redo the character, the other one has to add in a new character because we had a player who just left. But we have a few other bits and pieces too. If you guys are interested in all the different details that we do for everything that we do, head over to our Discord. I'm gonna move over to my end screen here, which was made by the lovely Story Estry. But yes, check out our Discord if you guys have not already. We have so much stuff that we do over there, including talking to you guys, doing special events. I will be doing a giveaway at the end of the year for reaching 500 because I think I'm either one away or I'm just about to get there. But I'm positive I'll be hitting 500 by the end of the year. So it should be a very good time. Going to be doing a game giveaway, possibly multiple games, and we'll see how everything flows. But in the meantime, come on by tomorrow for some headliners, which I'll be playing. Well, actually, I might not be doing headliners tomorrow. It depends. I have to talk with Ducky because, unfortunately, Ducky just lost power. So we'll see how everything happens.
No.
Yeah, so I might be playing a different game. Might play headliners. I'm not 100% sure right now. We'll see as thing goes on. But check out our Discord for any updates that we have. We're going to be doing a raid. So feel free to pop on by, copy the raid message if you guys liked it. We're going to be raiding my friend Evie Scarabug. She's playing Slime Rancher 1 at the moment. She's an absolute sweetheart, a very, very good friend of mine. And I want to say hi to her because I appreciate her. She's also one of the very few people I know that has EDS as well. So it is a very wonderful time. All right. Hopefully you guys have had fun. We'll see you guys next week at 6 p.m. PST for some more wonderful D&D. Bye.
Bye.